Absolutely beautiful day today. Blue sky, temperature 50 degrees, just the opposite of what we had yesterday. Welcome to the Pinty's Truck Race on Dirt on FS1, presented by Blue Emu.
I think there could be some crashes today.
Patience? You guys aren't very long on patience.
Yeah, well, you don't have a long race. 150 laps around Bristol
so
isn't
very long.
But for a dirt race, that's pretty long.
Kyle Larson, is there anybody here that would say he's not the favorite in this one today?
No. I don't think anybody would say that.
But
he's got a long way to go.
Starts deep in the field, starts 28th. Pace truck is off. John Hunter Nemechek and Austin Hill on the front row. We're racing on the dirt at Bristol. Austin Hill straight to the point. Matt Crafton challenging on the outside.
You know, Matt Crafton has a lot of experience. He was up here a week ago running his dirt modified, and I was up here with him. And so he's got some laps around this racetrack.
That is awesome. I love watching these trucks sideways. Are we going to be 3 wide here on lap 2? I say yes.
Sheldon Creed in the 2 truck taking a look on the inside of Austin Hill, makes his move for the lead.
You just look at him, just rooting, gouging on the bottom, going over those bumps. Those on the bottom, those white marks I see on the bottom of the racetrack. Those are not smooth. Those are pretty bumpy and upset your truck quite a bit.
15 is Tanner Gray. Had a little wall contact, but no worse for the wear, it seems. We'll see a lot of that throughout the course of this race today as we ride on board with Matt Crafton, and that's the leader, Sheldon Creed, ahead of him, and now you look back at Austin Hill. Under caution at Bristol, the 15 of Tanner Gray was running just inside the top 15 and went around.
Joey, what's that feel like when you know it's over? You know, you've kicked it out too far.
That's one thing I've realized about dirt races so far. When you start losing control, it's a slide for life for a long time. You know you're wrecking for a long time.
Sheldon Creed and his team were not happy at all with their truck when they practiced initially on Friday, but they have got that thing tuned up. And Kyle Larson, who we heard from pit road, not quite as happy with his truck, trying to find his way around with Chase Briscoe in the 04 slipping underneath. Martin Truex Jr. take a look inside of the 88 of Crafton as we've got a caution with the 42 going around, and that's Carson Hocevar. Hocevar running that Brian Clausen scheme with the big BC on the hood. Of course, the great dirt racer who we lost back in August of 2016. On the dirt at Bristol. Second place has changed hands as Truex has gotten around Stuart Friesen, and the 18 of Chandler Smith goes around, and Tyler Ankrum took the worst end of that collision.
That's unfortunate.
Ankrum trying to avoid it. Haley Deegan got through there without contact, but Tyler Ankrum did not. And boy, it has been a tough start to the season for Tyler Ankrum in that 2016. Does not have a top 10 finish yet this season after making the playoffs each of the last 2 years.
There's from the scoreboard, he gets a little bit of a bump from Austin Wayne Self to Smith, and around he goes and just slipping to the bottom. Couple of trucks.
For the final lap of stage 1, Martin Truex Jr. on the outside. Zane Smith in that white 21 in third.
Oh, and Crafton losing a lot of valuable ground as he slid high.
Side by side as they rubbed a little paint between Creed and Truex, and it's going to be Martin Truex Jr. getting stage 1.
Whoa. What just happened?
Wow. What about
that was amazing.
Sheldon Creed dominated.
But you don't want to spin your tires. It's hard to do, and it's really hard to explain how to do that. You can see one spinning out in the review here.
John Hunter.
So John Hunter Nemechek, who restarted on the front row, and then Derek Kraus comes in. Timothy Peters collected as well.
Man,
Derek Kraus just could not get it stopped and plowed into Nemechek. Well, John Hunter Nemechek had been top 10. In fact, the only driver top 10 in all 4 of the races so far. And it's a big day for John Hunter here in the next day or so. His wife was supposed to be induced to deliver their baby today, and because the race got pushed back a day, they said, well, can you hold on and we'll do that tomorrow? So Taylor and John Hunter, even though that certainly didn't work out the way he had hoped, he's got some big highlights coming his way in the next 24 hours or so.
You just
better keep crew chief under order before I punch him in his throat. Don't you ever stare at me like that.
Well, temper's starting to flare. It's not just one big happy trucking family, is it?
No. Someone looked at somebody with mean eyes.
And you know what? When throat punching becomes a part of it, it's getting pretty serious.
You know it's real.
Crafton and Nemechek get together. How about the flip side of that? There's always two sides of the coin and two sides of the argument. Let's hear from the Nemechek camp.
Sluggers, listen to this. You can kiss my rosy for and then any more, sluggers. Stick it right up where the sun don't shine.
Yeah, that wasn't even close.
And Norm Benning has come to a stop down in the mud. Boy, you get down in that low area below the groove there, and it gets a bit muddy. But away and rolling is Norm.
NASCAR generally frowns upon you stopping on the track to get a caution, and that's what Norm did.
And the funny thing is, you say you drove it in there hard. He really didn't. It's just no grip at all. You have to slow up way more than you think.
Still side by side for the lead. And Truex finally takes it from Ben Rhodes. Last lap here in stage 2. No pressure for Martin Truex Jr. He's going to come around and take the green and white checkers. And he has won both stages so far this afternoon. The 56 of Mike Marlar has slowed, but still rolling, and we're still green.
He wants to make a left really bad, but he just can't. Oh, and it's going to cause a big crash.
Kligerman on the bottom as they go 3 wide, and now the caution has come out, and the contact there with the
Kyle
44 of Larson, and Brett Moffitt has gone around as well. Big hit for Larson in the right side door.
This will show, pictures will tell 1,000 words, but there's a slow truck of Marlar, and then Larson dives in the corner, had no idea he was there. And bam, Danny Bone, nowhere to go. Is that Moffitt around as well?
Yep, right in the center of the track.
You just don't expect a truck to be going that slow. I think that's what happened with Kyle Larson. He went down in the corner. You see, he's right behind the 2 truck there, and when he goes, you can't see anything.
Creed missed
when
it.
You're right behind Creed, and then he goes down a little bit, and it's like, oh my gosh, there's a truck right there. Where'd that come from? You know, and I think that's probably the situation Larson ran into, and by the time he saw it, it's just too late.
Let's crank her down, Vince.
Have to. It's the 49 of Andrew Gordon.
He's not going anywhere either.
He might be stuck.
Got into those barrels.
Those rear tires need to be on the ground for the car to move.
He's not going anywhere.
That's
That's definitely spinning the tires.
That's no forward bite
no
right
forward,
there.
No forward at all. Not enough rear weight on the tires.
Ben Rhodes in second, but not within striking distance unless Truex has a problem.
Martin's just smoking him.
1 lap to go. The white flag is out for Martin Truex Jr. It has been a dominant day. He won stage 1. He won stage 2. And he has led the most laps, more than 100 today. And he's about to put the finishing touches on his first career Truck Series win. Martin Truex Jr. on the dirt at Bristol.
Holy hell, boys. Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you, Martin. That was awesome, man. We enjoyed it.
I can think of 39 other people that didn't particularly enjoy it.
he had a blast. When you're that much faster in the field, let's throw dirt on every track.
You know, and Martin said, Bristol, he said, it hasn't been their best place the last few years. He said, they might as well put dirt on it. We couldn't be any worse. And boom, they put dirt on it, and he wins the thing. And we'll see what he has for him later in the Cup Show.
Not much smoke for the old smoke show here. Well,
Martin's looking Where's all my smoke?
Well, Martin Truex Jr. dusting the hat off, dusting the uniform off. This is something a little bit unique. Hey, you haven't run a truck race in over 15 years. You just come out on the dirt and make it look like you've been doing it your whole life.
Yeah, it's unbelievable, really. I mean, I guess they had to put put dirt on Bristol to get me back to victory lane here. So it's been a long time. That was a blast. I'm still really surprised. I wanted to run this race so I could get more experience for the Cup car, and man, we got out there and practiced, and just it felt really good, and I was having a lot of fun, and so I just kept trying to work with the guys and tell them what I needed, and just thanks to auto owners and Noble Aerospace and Toyota TRD, everybody at KBM for letting me drive this thing and putting this deal together. And that was a blast. I kept thinking, man, what's going to happen next? Am I going to get a flat tire or something stupid? I mean, this 51 is pretty much used to being in victory lane, so a lot of pressure there, but glad we could get it done.
You mentioned the Cup car coming up a little bit later this afternoon, 4 o'clock on Fox, the Cup race. What did you learn now that you can take away to that race in a little bit?
I learned a lot. I mean, it was really amazing just how much the track changed. But I will have to say this thing stayed really, really good the whole time. So I think if you've got a good car, you can be good all day long. It just depends on what they do to the track. It's getting hotter. It's going to keep drying out and getting slicker. So we'll see what they do to prep it. But no matter what they do, that was a blast, and I'm looking forward to this afternoon.
All smiles for Martin Truex Jr.
For more great NASCAR on Fox content, subscribe to our channel. It's somewhere right around here.